Okay, fam, I love you. Kisses.
Too.
Kisses.
You give, oh, mwah.
Ah, precious kid. Sometimes I just really want to hang out with my family, but I just got things I need to do. We're at a really fun part. Kind of nerve-wracking, but also super fun. And it's a big phase, and it's plumbing, watering, and plumbing. It's actually super simple for how it works. I mean, you have your tank, and then that feeds into a pump, and then the pump basically just feeds it to the water heater, and then it goes from the water heater to all your little spigots and nozzles and places it needs to go. The part about this that is a little nerve-wracking, how to make it all fit without messing up a bunch of stuff. So today we're gonna start doing plumbing. I guess I should probably explain what's going on with this situation. Last night we had a really big rainstorm. I had this issue with it leaking like right here in the corner. It was leaking water right here. At least that's where it's coming through. It was coming down and it was puddling like right here. So I thought it was leaking from that window delete, like on the corners and stuff. So on the outside, I like scraped off all this old RTV caulking, polyurethane caulking, and like resealed it, but it was still leaking. Come to find out, it wasn't leaking from any of this. It's actually leaking from this light up here, like right up in here, I guess. I'm gonna try to tighten this, and then hopefully that'll fix the issue. I just got a free gift card. There's this guy up the road that I've been helping out with a couple of things, because back in I think 94, 95, he was in a car accident. And long story short, he ended up getting his leg chopped off or his foot chopped off. So now he's in a wheelchair. Super sad story, but really nice guy actually. And I've been helping with him yard work just for the time being. Yeah, he just recommended this local restaurant and gave me a gift card to it. Pretty neat. We'll see if that works. We're gonna have a sink here for the kitchen, of course. Then we're gonna do a shower, and that's pretty much it as far as water supply, because we're not doing a flush toilet. We're gonna do a composting toilet, and then we're gonna have our number ones go into our gray tank using a HEPVO valve, HEPVO valve. So I just need to get water basically to this section. I want to put the spigot to the shower here, and then feed it from here through the cabinet to the sink. I think that'll be the most simple. I want to have as least amount of connections as possible, because the least amount of connections, the least amount of points of possible leakage. And I don't want to have any leakage on this bus, because that would just suck. Yeah, and then water pump's going to be on the floor here with the water filter. And then outside, right through here, we're going to have our tankless water heater. I'm going to build a shroud to cover it to make it look nice and pretty. So all I'm doing right now is running that one long piece of piping. So sweet. All right, let's clean up this mess, because this stuff gets everywhere. Look, it's like a hamster's been here. So I just went all the way to Lowe's because I wanted a 20-foot long piece of pipe, because I don't want to run a joint in the middle of this wall. And my idiot self, I just thought I measured the distance from the kitchen cabinets to the back. And I was like, yeah, it'd be 112 inches. I didn't even think about the math in that, and that comes out to 9 feet, and clearly that's wrong. So I guess when I was measuring, I wasn't paying attention, and the tape measure slipped off the end, so it basically shorted 4 feet, 5 feet. So then I just cut this piece, and it's right at 10 feet again. So, thank goodness I didn't cut both of them, but now I'm just gonna run a joint in the middle of this wall, unfortunately, but it's not a huge deal. I'm just being picky, I want it a certain way, and it's my bus, so I have the right to do that. Man, this is exciting. Boom, 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 boom. All right, hot's halfway done. Wow, that's super in there. That'll be real good, real good. Now we'll do the cold. Boom. First part of the plumbing. Like legitimately the first part of the plumbing. That's fun. So it's a new day again, like a couple days later. Yeah, so I got those pipes installed, so now I get to run like more of the plumbing things, and that means that I finally get to install water pump on this puppy. If I can, let's try to make this complicated and do them both at the same time while holding the camera. I will look up. That might have been bad. Try it again. Let's see, okay. I got a kid. I can carry more than one thing at a time. I got the Ecotemo L5 outdoor propane tankless water heater. I did a lot of researching, a lot of reading, a lot of writing, and I was originally gonna put this inside, like back here, but inside the bus, even though it's an outdoor unit. People have done that. But then I just got concerned about the whole like heat back here, because there's like a constant pilot light that's lit, so it constantly like keeps your water warm. I just didn't want to put this on the outside because it's gonna look ugly. Long story short is I ended up deciding, you know what, it's gonna be best if this fits outside. I looked at getting a different one, like a bigger one that maybe that can fit inside, or I thought about doing like a tanked water heater. So yeah, I'm just gonna put it outside, and I'm gonna build like a little cover around it. It's gonna be mounted like right here. Let's open this up, and then let's get it mounted. Pretty neat. It's a lot smaller than the box. It looks nice. It feels good. It feels real good. It feels like a sturdy piece of equipment. So we've got tankless water heater, another propane cord holder for the shower thingy, water line for the shower thingy, gaskets, Teflon tape. So one of the cool parts about this is this thing doesn't need to be hooked up to our DC battery. It's powered by size D batteries. So then this will go right here. I'll build like a box around it, but I'm excited for how small this is. It's gonna make it a lot easier. And what I could do, if I was intelligent, we're gonna just unscrew one of these a little bit, use one of the existing screws, and just screw it into this, and then run my pipes through here and there. But if I were to put a box up here, then this thing is in the way, and the lights are pretty close to everything, and I just don't like that. I don't like how that looks. So I'm gonna cut this black thing off, raise this up a little bit, and we'll see how this goes. Okay, so I changed my mind a bit. So I actually just decided to kind of build a bracket, but all I did was grab a piece of flat iron and just drill 2 holes. I used one of the existing holes and I made a new one, ran some butyl tape behind it so it doesn't leak, and that just basically extended this up some so that I have more room. Now my plumbing pipe will go right here as opposed to right here. So it just gives me a little more room for variables in case I need to like change something or add something later. But I think that's gonna work pretty well. So now I'm like nervous about drilling these holes, but that's okay. Just kind of part of it. That'll work. Well, I didn't get everything done that I wanted to get done. I wanted to have like more of the plumbing done. But mounting the hot water heater took a little bit longer than I expected, which shouldn't be a surprise. But I think I'm gonna call it a day. It's pretty late, but I appreciate you guys following along. I am going to continue to work on this tomorrow and get more of the plumbing done. So if you guys want to see the more elaborate stuff, I guess, with that, I think I'm just going to be like mounting up the water tank. But yeah, I appreciate you guys following along. Like it if you like it, dislike it if you don't like it. And if you could subscribe, we'd really, really appreciate it. And yeah, it's coming together. It's pretty crazy. Like this is kind of starting to look like a Skoolie. I mean, I've got wood all these places. I've got insulation all the places. I've got light switches and lights and all the cool things. So it's exciting. Thanks, guys.
Yes, I'm the winner.